Hey you guys, Terry Kerr here with Mid-South Home Buyers.
And I'm Liz Nallen, the Investor Coordinator.
As many of you guys know, we are a turnkey seller of a rental real estate property here in Memphis, Tennessee. And unfortunately, we don't get to visit with many of you guys. So we want to do a day in the life of a Mid-South Home Buyers rehab tour.
Let's take a look at where it all happens.
Founded in 2002, Mid-South Home Buyers is the nation's oldest operating turnkey provider. With over 72 W-2 employees, we now take care of 2,400 properties under our management with over 1,000 investors. Our crews keep our properties filled with highly qualified tenants who stay an average of 3.5 years. Our property management team is extra efficient because of our warehouse. Our 30,000 square foot warehouse is filled with over $1 million in renovation materials. This allows us to do a $35,000 to $40,000 renovation for $10,000 to $15,000 less than retail. We don't buy from Lowe's or Home Depot. We buy from the folks that Lowe's and Home Depot buy from. This allows us to offer turnkey properties fully renovated with all new major systems while still offering them at a better than 1% price to rent ratio. This also makes us super efficient on the property management side, as we're able to service your home almost same day when your renter does have a maintenance request.
All right, you guys, let's go look at some houses. All right, you guys, so here we are at a before property. So we're out here in 38127 in Frazier in Memphis. One of my favorite neighborhoods. If you can look past the trashed roof, which we're gonna rip off, and look past the ugly yucca plants that we're gonna tear out and put in new flower beds, you'll see the place has got some good bones. It's got some nice brick. We will end up painting the brick, but it's got some good solid brick. It's got a nice foundation. It's the right size. We don't want huge houses because they cost a little bit more money when it comes turnover time. But this house is completely trashed. And one of the great things about buying a house that's completely trashed, and that's the way we like to buy them, is when you're done with the renovation, you've got a house that's completely new. So this house here is gonna get a new roof. We're gonna rip it off. We're gonna gut the kitchen. We're gonna gut the bathroom. We are gonna put in all new central heating in there. We're gonna update the electrical, update the plumbing, put in a new water heater, and just gut this joker and go from stem to stern. What makes a house fall into such disrepair? Well, what's been typical in Memphis over the last 50 years or so is to have local Memphians buy rental property and self-manage. And then once they retire, what we hear over and over from the residents that are coming to our outfit is that the owner of the property didn't fix anything. So this is the house that we want to buy. When you guys are looking to buy a house, whether it's in Memphis or any other market, the more you can buy a house that's had a total gut job, the better it's going to cut down on your repairs and maintenance in the long run.
This house here itself, completely renovated with no deferred maintenance and all new major systems, is only going to be $64,000. So for our average financed investor, that's going to be about $13,000 down. And with that financing, it'll cash flow about $338 a month before management, all right here in 38127. All right guys, so we're standing in front of this house here on Deerwood Street. We're about halfway through the renovation. This house, when it's been fully transformed, will go to one of our investor buyers for $74,000. Most of our investors finance their property, so you can actually get a house like this for about a $15,000 down payment. One of the most important things we want to show you guys today is how safe and quiet and clean this neighborhood is. The lawns are mowed. We know in a lot of your home markets, there's no such thing as a $74,000 house, let alone a totally renovated one in a quiet neighborhood.
So you guys, one of the things that we want to do here is show you what makes Mid-South Home Buyers different than a lot of outfits out there. So we're going to be talking about finishes, and we're going to be talking about giving your residents the best product that they can get. And whether that's our Sherwin-Williams top of the line exterior paint, or the fact that we're popping new shutters on all of these properties, and even though you can't see it yet, there's going to be flower beds and whatnot out here to really make this home pop, because the name of the game is making sure you give your resident the best value you can, because if the resident loves the property, then they're going to stay in the property. It's not going to turn over, and keeping turnover down is the name of the game. So in just a sec, we're going to jump on up in here and we're going to check out some finishes and what goes on, behind the scenes. So you guys, again, it's all about keeping maintenance low for the long term and giving your residents something that they can be prideful of. As a for instance, even little things like this light fixture here, we didn't used to use these light fixtures. We used to use the jelly jar light fixtures that are really common in these areas. But the jelly jar light fixtures, you got 3 screws to unscrew them. They're easy to drop and break. We bumped up the cost, and now we have the kind that you don't have to unscrew to replace the light bulb, or even down to our easy rekey locks. So typically it's going to cost $120 to $150 every single time a resident moves out to rekey a property. Well, we spend a lot of money on these quick set easy rekey locks. They're heavy duty, they're hardcore. We can rekey the whole house in 5 minutes. So it's just doing little things like that, like I said, to keep your maintenance down over the long term that keeps your returns high. Come on inside and show you some more stuff. So one of the other things you guys want to keep in mind is anyone who comes on your property needs to be insured. They need to have workers' comp and they need to have general liability, and the folks that work for them need to be covered by this stuff. We've got a blowtorch over here, we've got nail guns, there's all kinds of ways folks can get hurt on the job site. So make sure that the property manager that you're working with has insured subs, and if you buy a house to rehab, make sure that everybody that works on the job site is insured. To rehab a house properly, it's all about the preparation. It's easy to spray some paint on the walls, but what you want to make sure of is the outfit that you're working with has got good quality crews that know what they're doing. So in a house like this or any other house, you want to make sure that the surface is clean, that it's been sanded, that it's been caulked, it's been primed, all before you paint. That takes a heck of a lot longer than coming in and popping some paint on. And if it's done right, the paint's gonna last a whole lot longer than if you got an outfit that's just coming in and they're painting over stuff, they're not using the correct caulk, they're not using the right primer. So you wanna make sure of that. Even down here on the floor, you notice all the little white spots. Well, the white spots are the places where we're covering up the nail holes. This floor is gonna get vinyl flooring. The ripstop vinyl flooring that we show, it's super tough, but it adheres and it sucks down really tightly to the subfloor, and if we don't caulk the holes, they'll end up showing over time. We've got all new plumbing, we've got a new washer box. When we bought this property, it had a washer box, but it was on the outside, it was kind of janky, so we redid the sheetrock, we put all new plumbing in there. Same thing with the water heater over here. We've got a brand new 40-gallon water heater. So if we can accomplish 2 things, which is keep the cost of your maintenance down and then consequently keep the amount of turnover down to the property, then we're firing on all 4 cylinders. And really and truly, that's what separates Mid-South home buyers from a lot of the folks out there.
Hi you guys, so here we are finally standing in front of the finished product. This house here on Julia already has its brand new 30-year shingle roof, the shutters, our landscaping that we do every time. When we need to, we drop sod. It's important to have the house have curb appeal for the renter, just like it does for you. This house all in is $67,000 for our typical finance buyer. That's going to be about a $13,000 down payment, and their cash flow before management is going to be $365,000. You can actually see this house right now on our website. It's at midsouthhomebuyers.com. You can see all of our properties with their cash flows, taxes, and all the good information.
Yep, and one thing you guys will notice when you go to the website and check out the available properties section is all the materials look exactly the same. So when you guys are checking out this property here, you're gonna notice the all brand new cabinets, countertops, sinks, faucets, ceramic tile on the walls, all the way down to the little details like the oil rubbed bronze door stops, the oil rubbed bronze hinges and interior doorknobs. Everything that we do is assembly lineable, not just because we can get a better deal on it buying in bulk, but also because down the road as you guys need maintenance on the properties, you're not going to be paying somebody to stand in line looking for materials that match. So again, everything that we do here is to try to minimize the expenses that you guys will have down the road with your rental property and also maximize the value that we give to your resident.
So if you guys are interested in learning more, our website is the best place to start. There you'll find my email address, the contact numbers for my team. We're incredibly responsive. We work with first-time investors. We work with people buying their 400th house in life. There's no questions, too big or small. Anyone that's interested in getting started with investing, we'd love to chat. So feel free to reach out and give us a shout.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, you guys, for coming on the tour, and we hope to get to meet some of you guys in person soon.